Welcome to the second lecture of protein metabolism. In this lecture, we will discuss the urea cycle and metabolism of individual amino acid. Urea is the end product of protein metabolism from amino acid metabolism. The nitrogen of amino acid converted to ammonia, which converted to urea and excreted through the body. Urea is synthesized in liver and transported to kidney for the excretion in the form of urine. Urea cycle is first metabolic cycle was elucidated by Hans Krebs and Kurt Henseleit. Therefore, this cycle is also known as Krebs-Henseleit cycle. Then the individual reaction of urea cycle is described in detail by Ratner and Cohen. Okay, now we will explain one by one step of urea cycle. Urea made up of two amino group. One amino group is derived from ammonia and another amino group is derived from aspartate, whereas carbon atom is supplied by carbon dioxide. Urea synthesis occur in 5-step cyclic process with 5 distinct enzymes required for the synthesis of urea. Out of these 5 enzymes, 2 enzymes are present in mitochondria, while rest of 3 amino acids are localized in cytosol. First step in urea cycle is synthesis of carbamyl phosphate. The carbamyl phosphate synthase enzyme, also called CPS1, of mitochondria catalyze the condensation of ammonia with carbon dioxide to form carbamyl phosphate. During this step, 2 ATP are required and this step is irreversible. This reaction also a rate limiting step of urea synthesis, and this enzyme carbamyl phosphate synthase 1 required N-acetyl glutamate for its activity. Means N-acetyl glutamate is activate the enzyme carbamyl phosphate synthase 1. Another enzyme carbamyl phosphate synthase 2 is involved in pyrimidine synthesis and it is present in cytosol. It accepts the amino group from glutamine and does not require N-acetyl glutamate for its activity. Means carbamyl phosphate synthase 2 is accept the amino group from glutamine and it does not require N-acetyl glutamate for its activity. Then second step is synthesis of citrulline or formation of citrulline. Citrulline is synthesized from carbamyl phosphate and ornithine by enzyme ornithine transcarbamylase. Ornithine is regenerated at the end of this urea cycle and reused in urea cycle. Therefore, the role of ornithine is comparable to that of oxaloacetate in citric acid cycle, which is regenerated at the end of cycle. The citrulline produced in this reaction is transported to cytosol by transporter system. Means synthesis of carbamyl phosphate and citrulline takes place in mitochondria, while rest of the synthesis takes place in cytosol. Third step is synthesis of arginosuccinate. Arginosuccinate synthase condense citrulline with aspartate to form arginosuccinate. The second amino group of urea is incorporated in this reaction in the form of aspartate. This step also requires the ATP, which is cleaved to AMP and pyrophosphate. Then that pyrophosphate is immediately broken down to inorganic phosphate, and this release energy which is equivalent to 2 ATP. Hence, total 4 ATP are required for the urea synthesis. 2 in carbamyl phosphate synthase step and 2 in this arginosuccinate synthase step. Then cleavage of arginosuccinates. Arginosuccinase enzyme cleave the arginosuccinate to give arginine and fumarate. Arginine is the immediate precursor of urea because when arginine get cleaved, it releases the urea. That's why arginine is the immediate precursor for urea. Fumarate liberated here provide the connecting link with TCA cycle or involved in the gluconeogenesis. Here see the arginosuccinate. It is cleaved by arginosuccinase, release fumarate which involved in TCA cycle or gluconeogenesis and form arginine. From this arginine, urea will synthesize. Formation of urea. Arginase cleave arginine to yield urea and ornithine. Ornithine again entered into mitochondria for its reuse in the urea cycle. Arginase is activated by cobalt and manganese. Ornithine and lysine compete with arginine. Means ornithine and lysine, they are a competitive inhibitor of arginine. Arginase is found in liver, while rest of the enzyme of urea cycle are also present in other tissue. But arginase is only present in liver. It indicates that arginine synthesis may occur in many tissue, but only liver possesses the enzyme arginase. That's why only in liver urea synthesis will take place, whereas in other tissue urea synthesis will not take place. Now we will discuss the urea cycle in diagrammatic form. Carbon dioxide and ammonium ion in the presence of carmyl phosphate synthetase 1. Okay, they condense two molecule form carbamyl phosphate. Okay, 2 ATP will be utilized in this step. Then carbamyl phosphate will condense with ornithine in the presence of enzyme ornithine transcarbamylase. Okay, it will form cytolin. Then this cytolin will transfer to cytosol, and this citrulline combined with aspartate by enzyme arginosuccinate synthetase to form arginosuccinase. At this step 2 ATP will be utilized, and this aspartate will provide the second amino group. Then this arginosuccinate get cleaved by arginosuccinate. It releases fumarate which entered into TCA cycle or in gluconeogenesis. Then this arginine will be cleaved by arginase. Here it is urea is released. That's why arginine is the immediate precursor of urea. During this step ornithine is synthesized. This will be again transported to mitochondria for the again recycling of or continuation of urea cycle. Now we will see the short summary of how amino acid get metabolized. First, see enzyme leucine, lysine, phenylalanine, tryptophan and tyrosine. They get metabolized to form acetoacetyl coenzyme A. From this acetoacetyl coenzyme A, acetyl coenzyme A will form, which will be either utilized for the fatty acid synthesis or they will involve in citric acid cycle. Similarly, amino acid leucine, isoleucine, threonine and tryptophan, they will form acetoacetyl coenzyme A. Either this will be involved in synthesis of ketone bodies or they will involve in citric acid cycle. Then amino acid alanine, cysteine, glycine, serine, threonine and tryptophan, they will be metabolized as a pyruvate. It will be synthesized either acetyl coenzyme A, which involve in fatty acid synthesis, or this pyruvate will be converted to oxaloacetate, which may be used for the gluconeogenesis. Then aspartate and aspargine, they converted into oxaloacetate, and this oxaloacetate may involve in synthesis of glucose. Then amino acid phenylalanine and tyrosine, they form the fumarate, which is involved in citric acid cycle. Then isoleucine, methionine, threonine and valine, they synthesize succinyl coenzyme A. Similarly, arginine, glutamine, histidine and proline, these amino acid finally form the glutamate, and from glutamate it converted into alpha ketoglutarate. Likewise, this blue color amino acid, they are a ketogenic amino acid because they give acetyl coenzyme A or acetoacetyl coenzyme A, whereas that pink color amino acid, they are a gluconeogenic amino acid from which glucose synthesis takes place. Now we will see the glycine metabolism. The glycine is synthesized from serine and also get from protein. That glycine is utilized for the synthesis of protein. Then glycine is transferred to ammonia for the urea synthesis. Then from glycine, serine synthesis takes place, from which pyruvate, and from pyruvate glucose synthesis takes place. From glycine we get choline, then glycoxylic acid, then glycine also involved in synthesis of creatine and creatinine. Glycine also give is carbon and nitrogen group, for the synthesis of purine ring. Then glycine is also involved in heme synthesis, glutathione synthesis, bile salt synthesis, and conjugation process of detoxification to synthesize hippuric acid. Then metabolic fate of phenylalanine and tyrosine. Whatever the phenylalanine is amino acid we taken in body is converted into tyrosine in body by enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. Deficiency of this enzyme leads to the phenylketonuria. Then this tyrosine is utilized for the synthesis of dopamine, thyroxine, etc. Then tyrosine also is responsible for the synthesis of melanin by the help of enzyme tyrosinase. Deficiency of enzyme tyrosinase leads to albinism. Then tyrosine is further get metabolized by homogentisate and then mallyl acetoacetate. Then metabolism of tryptophan. Tryptophan is utilized for the synthesis of protein, glucose, fat, and indole acetic acid. Tryptophan is also utilized for the synthesis of NADP. Then serotonin synthesis also takes place from tryptophan, and from that serotonin, melatonin, and 5-hydroxy indole acetic acid synthesis takes place. Then overview of metabolism of sulfur containing amino acid. Methionine is utilized for the synthesis of protein because it is an initiation of protein biosynthesis amino acid. Then methionine also involved in transmethylation reaction. Methionine is also responsible for the synthesis of cystathione and also it help in the synthesis of polyamide. Then methionine is also help in the synthesis of cysteine. Cysteine is help in the synthesis of protein. Then from cysteine we get glucose, glutathione, taurine, coenzyme A, and active sulfate group. Then this cysteine is converted into cysteine, which is further metabolized for the synthesis of glucose. Then formation and fate of glutamate and glutamine. From glutamate we get protein, ammonia, glucose, histidine, proline, and from histidine from glutamate we will get protein, ammonia, and glucose. Then glutamate is synthesized from histidine, proline, and arginine. Then from glutamate we also get gamma aminobutyric acid, glutathione, N-acetyl glutamate, and gamma carboxy glutamate, which is the blood clotting factor. Then glutamate is converted into glutamine. This glutamine is used for the synthesis of protein. Then from glutamine we get the ammonia for urea synthesis. Glutamine is also involved in synthesis of purine, pyrimidine, also involved in detoxification and also help in the synthesis of amino sugar.